Good.
We're live.
Hi.
Alright, well, this is the group of us four reading
The
The
Book
Book
Thief.
Thief
The Book
by
Thief.
I don't
Marcus Zusak. Alright, so to start off, what do you guys think of the book so far?
I think it starts off slow.
Let's just go around the
But-
table. Sure.
I think I'm still on like some of the slow parts, but
Yeah, it's been really
It's-
slow so far.
it's getting kind of hard to read through.
What do you think?
I don't like how long it takes to get to the juicy part of the book. Like it's too slow.
Yeah. I thought it took kind of a long time to...
Spit it out.
Come on. Yeah, I thought it took kind of it took really long to get into like the actual like parts of like the story where like, you know, they bring the girl to the house, you know, and all that. Before that, it's all just kind of like
Stuff
details and just a lot of what's the word, details, you know. It just takes a really long time before, like you guys said, to get to the actual reading.
You know, like I feel like this book, I mean, it could be a really good book, but I mean, like, everything's still just really slow at this point, and it's just really confusing.
Yeah.
Because I mean, like at the beginning, like we went from talking about Nazis to Jews to her being on a train to her brother dying,
And then
to,
confusing if she's
yeah,
a
it was
Jew
just-
or a
yeah, it was
German.
just really confusing.
Is
at
she a
first.
German or is she Jew?
She's
just a
German.
Okay.
She's I think it said in the book
It's
she
the
was
Ger-
Lutheran.
it's her view of it's the German view of the war and all that stuff.
Okay.
I think somewhere in the book it said she was a Lutheran.
Yeah,
But she
that's
went
right.
to a
Yeah.
Catholic influenced school. Alright, so the first question I have to ask is, what do you think happened to Liesl's biological family?
I believe that they got taken away, maybe, or they might have died, or maybe I don't know if it's possible. Is her family Jewish and she's not?
No, because if her
That makes
family
her-
was Jewish,
Maybe-
that would make her Jewish, and she would.
Oh yeah, it's biological. I was gonna say maybe she was adopted by
Why were they
them.
on the train though, or not the train, the wagons or whatever?
Who
Why?
on the train?
What?
It was a train.
Oh, it was okay.
Were they being taken to the concentration camp?
They're not Jewish.
They weren't Jewish. I don't know why they were on a train.
Yeah, why were they traveling? Like, do we have any maybe theories?
Maybe
or
they were.
ideas?
I don't.
Maybe
Maybe they were
Personally,
too poor.
Like I feel like they were like maybe like the town they lived in or something would have
Maybe been
been
occupied.
raided by
Yes.
the Nazis.
Was
and
occupied
they were
by the
forced to,
Nazis.
like just grab all their stuff and evacuate. So they like hopped
Yeah.
on a train or something.
Might have used
I
it for
think
like
they,
a hideout for them or something, or a base.
I think that like Spencer said, yeah, their town was raided, and the father is off at war, and then the mom maybe just wanted to keep her kids, you know, somewhat safe. Yeah, so they sent them to a different town, and then
Foster family.
Yeah, foster family. Yeah, and then maybe the mother went. Maybe the mother stayed with someone else, maybe, or
But that was like the thing about it. Like I'm pretty sure, like page 31, like it was like going into detail about how her hair was a close enough brand of German blonde, but she had dangerous eyes, dark brown. You didn't want to have dark brown eyes in Germany around that time. Perhaps she had received them from her father, but she had no way of knowing, as she really couldn't remember him.
Weren't there only supposed to be blonde hair with blue eyes?
Yeah.
That was, I'm pretty sure that was
Or
what
was
the
it for-
Germans thought was like
That
the
was,
perfect Aryan race thing.
that
So
was-
if you're Jewish and you have blonde hair and blue eyes, were you okay?
No, you would.
No,
Just
No,
anything
still
about
Jewish.
being
A
anything
German.
about being Jewish during World War II, you would have
that was
been sent to
having
concentration
blonde hair
camps.
and blue eyes. That was Hitler's idea of the ultimate race.
The perfect race.
Yeah, the perfect race.
Aryan.
Yeah.
So then, what do
Race
they
or
do? They separate everybody?
What do you mean?
Like, if you mean blonde hair and blue eyes, like blonde hair and blue eyes people go to a different
No.
town or
Basically,
something.
like,
Well, they
what
put him in the
happened-
ghettos first. Remember, they put him in the ghettos,
yeah.
and then they moved him to the concentration camps.
But, like,
The Jews.
Oh yeah.
Well, I'm pretty sure like what happened was like, I'm pretty sure once Hitler started telling everybody that Jews weren't good people, like they all like started like disrespecting them, and then eventually like Hitler like embarrassed them by making them wear stars on their clothes and stuff, and eventually moved them to the slums,
And killing them.
and then
stuff.
eventually he just brought them to concentration camps, and
Until they die.
yeah, it's called genocide.
A
Terrible.
big genocide. It's the biggie.
But yeah, like the one thing like she only like the only thing she knew about her father was the word communist, but she had no idea what it meant. So I have a feeling she didn't know her father growing up because maybe like maybe he was off at war or something.
Yeah.
Or just maybe he left it and was only raised by the mom. And the mom couldn't take care of him anymore.
Maybe like the dad just decided to leave, but I don't think so because yeah, I'm pretty sure he was off at war. Actually,
Maybe he was a Nazi officer, and he was always away from him so often.
Maybe he's secretly a spy. I don't know.
Yeah.
right. You have a question, Kevin?
What do you think's gonna happen later on?
I honestly feel like Liza's gonna get caught and she's gonna get in a lot of trouble. To be honest.
I think she's gonna end up stealing more books, having a big collection, and eventually getting caught, and then maybe executed because you're not allowed to like take those kind of books, and like they don't want anyone knowing about.
Mhm.
Didn't she? I think on the back
They don't want-
cover, it says something about her stealing. Yeah, soon she's stealing books from the Nazi book burnings,
Yeah.
the mayor's Welsh library, and wherever there are to be books found.
Yeah, she
And-
stole the book from the. And when on Hitler's birthday, when they had the book burning, toward the end of the burning, when the fire kind of died down, she saw the book, one book that was still kind of like in decent condition, just the edges were kind of burnt up. So, and everything that was thrown into that fire was Jewish related items. So, she took that book and she wasn't supposed to have it. So, that could lead to big trouble down the road.
I don't know if she can get in jail or possibly executed.
Yeah, there
I think
could
I
be possible
think-
execution for that.
Honestly, I don't really know. I know she could get in a lot of trouble for it, but I don't think it would be deemed
Hate to be morbid
Worthy-
about it, you know.
worthy of
Well, this is Hitler
her
though.
being executed. I mean, actually, maybe that would be because honestly, I feel like that could be considered treason.
Yeah.
All right, Taylor, you have a question?
What's your favorite part of the book? Like, what's your favorite part you like in the book so far?
So far, I don't know, man. It's all just kind of bonkers.
It's kind of bland at the moment right
My-
now. It's
well-
Like to me, like my favorite part was like when she like was running with that what was his name?
Rudy.
Rudy, yes.
What was it, Rudy?
Yes.
Alright, well Rudy and on that yeah, it was Rudy. And they're running on that muddy track.
The
Yeah, that's
Jesse
probably been-
Owens.
Yeah, the Jesse Owens incident. Yeah, that's probably the best part so
Yeah.
far in the story, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because that's had the most detail so far.
Mhm.
Everything else has just been kind of, I don't know what's the word I'm looking for. Dry, I guess.
Yeah.
My favorite part, if I can find what page it's on. I don't know, like it was on page like 70 or something like that when her dad found the Gravedigger book and was not mad about it and was gonna help like her like read.
Huh?
The
Yeah.
64.
On like page 64, that her dad was okay with it and wanted to learn about it, and like she looked up to him like to help her like learn how to read, but there was words in there he couldn't understand.
Was like another thing, which I think Liesel is going to like. I think part of the reason why Liesel is going to end up stealing all these books is because now she's like able to read, like
And she wants to
and
read,
She wants to read more,
but ain't there no books then?
but
As well.
Yeah, I don't think there are many books unless they're written by just pure Germans.
Yes, but there ain't really German writers. Ain't
That's
there?
false. There are a lot of German writers.
Well, like I mean, back at that time.
I don't know, dude. Everybody wrote.
Well, yeah, but I don't think there was that many books of
Honestly,
German
I don't
writers.
know. I feel like German books back then were a lot more expensive than they are now.
Yeah, a
'Cause
lot.
I'm pretty sure Edgar Allan Poe.
Jonathan Wolfgang.
Yeah, that guy.
Did you write back in World War II?
No, it was, he
But I mean, like that was like
in
before, like
1832.
any time from that point before, that would have been a book.
Yeah, but I don't think there was that many books during that time. Besides all the books that got burned.
I honestly feel.
Really, the only book that was really out there was Mein Kampf by Adolf Hitler.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was like the.
Yeah.
Everyone wanted
Yeah,
to
'cause I'm
read
pretty-
it
yeah,
and get
everybody-
familiar with it.
And I'm pretty sure it was. I'm pretty sure Hitler would literally give you the book if you got married as a marriage gift.
Yeah.
Because I watched this YouTube video. the
Wait,
other
does
day
Hitler
about it.
go to your funeral? Your wedding?
Because since he chancellor of Germany at the time.
Also that?
He,
Or at the time?
He has records of everything, and that would have been his gift to you. All right, but Sean,
I
you got
would
a
really
question?
cherish a gift.
Yeah. What do you think the author's motive was for writing this book? What influenced him to write the book?
Honestly, personally to me, I honestly do not know. I'm guessing maybe the guy was German or something, or maybe not even German, Jewish or something, and he might have had family that lived in Germany
think-
at the time, and that kind of just spoke to him.
Yeah.
I think he wanted to give us the side of the story of a German that also doesn't know about the Holocaust going on,
Yeah.
and wanted to see what they thought of Hitler and how some go against him. In this book, ain't she against Hitler?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she knew the Holocaust was happening, but like,
Well,
she
I think
couldn't really do
there
anything
also
about
there's
it, but
books.
she was against it. 'Cause
Also, the book she stole, I believe, like
Her
the
mom.
first one.
yeah,
shows. I think,
yeah.
yeah.
Actually, I don't think that the Gravedigger's Handbook.
Well, it's just showing you how to dig, like bury
I don't-
people. Maybe.
Yeah, I don't think that book alone. I
Well, they don't
think
bury.
that the
They don't bury
barriers
Jews.
were-
They
I
don't
don't
bury
think the
Jews.
barriers worked for Hitler, but I do not know. I mean,
But maybe in the more farther in the story, she might get more books about it. Maybe. Is there any books about the Holocaust then?
there's a lot of them.
I mean, now there might be, but
Well, not.
I mean,
Back
back then,
Maybe I
probably
don't. Maybe
not.
she got.
I don't think many people like thought about trying to just sit down and read.
Maybe she got her hands on like documents or something. I don't know. Top secret stuff about it. I don't know.
Right? Are we for the next question?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Why do you think that Liesel never learned how to read until Mr. Huberman taught her?
Didn't she know how to read already? Like a few words? Not completely.
She didn't know how to read at all. I don't even think she knew how to write.
I don't know.
No, she didn't know how to write because Mr. Huberman taught her how to write.
I don't know how to really answer that question. Wait, was it? Well, can you wait?
Read the question.
Yeah, reread it.
Why do you think that Liesel never learned how to read until Mr. Huberman taught her?
Well, because I think that maybe reading, like younger children, wasn't really a big thing at the point, or it was hard to get education with the situation they're in. So I don't think that she had the chance, or really that much schooling.
That was part of what I thought because I'm pretty sure I don't think she ever went to school because I think her mom was really poor
Yeah.
and like she just couldn't afford schooling for her or her little brother. So they kind of just
They went with they just went with they already know.
Sorry, yeah, I was waiting a minute.
It's alright.
That's fine.
Is that all you got to say?
I think maybe
I have more minutes left anyway.
maybe since she was born so late, maybe they didn't enroll her in school because maybe she was born during the time when the war started well, it was escalating toward war, so they didn't enroll her in school. Maybe they didn't know what was going on, and they didn't want
I don't think
Yeah.
World War II officially.
started in
They
1930.
didn't have
It was
school had
It
costumes
was a
to get
39.
into back then.
Might have been.
World War II didn't go on for like 15 years. or
Yeah, it was September 1st, 1939 to September 2nd, 1939. Yeah, so she would have been. This was 1944. That's how it is. 1944.
something. Was it?
Oh no, it is 1939.
This is just when the war's starting.
But this is like so. Basically,
So I mean, this
I'm
when the war's
pretty sure it said she
starting.
was 10 or something like that.
So the war's still going then. It just
So the
started.
war just started.
Yeah.
So basically, I'm thinking that.
So that means that they probably. You think? I don't think concentration camps are really a thing yet.
No, I'm pretty sure they were, but there wasn't as many as what, like, there weren't as many as there
What about the ghettos
were
would
going to
probably
be. No, they just put the Jewish people in the slums.
It was just like a different, like kind of rundown part of town, kind of that was secluded just for Jewish people.
Yeah, it was just kind of like another thing for Hitler to try to make the Jewish people kind of like lose hope.
But that didn't help really.
No, not
They were
really.
kind
So
of- they-
But then the
eventually-
concentration camps finished it.
They were probably discussing the ideas of the concentration camps. 'Cause
While they were there.
There were
'Cause-
like I think there were the three main ones. I think Auschwitz. I don't remember the other two. I just remember Auschwitz was one.
I
of the
know.
first ones.
Auschwitz was the biggest one.
Yeah,
That was the toughest
yeah.
one too.
But,
All right, Trevor. You don't have any more questions. Taylor, you got any more questions?
I have one more. Who's your favorite character so far?
So far, we only know of Liesel, her mom, Mr. and Mrs. Huberman, her little brother,
Pupkis, the guy next door.
that guy, and Rudy. So far, I'm gonna have to say
What's the other kid though? The other kid that has the ear infection or whatever. Peter?
yeah.
No, Tommy. Tommy Moeller.
Tommy, yeah.
Auschwitz didn't open up until 1940,
That's basically the beginning of the war.
and also there was Krakow or whatever. I don't know how to say it.
Dachau wasn't that? No.
Krakow.
Krakow, yeah.
Alright, but I think so far my favorite character of the book has probably been Liesel, since she's probably been like she's grown the most so far throughout the story, and not much has. But I mean, other than that,
Buchenwald
it
was
wasn't-
another one too.
if I were to choose someone other than Liesel, it'd be Mrs. Huberman, because I think she's hilarious.
I think my favorite's the
Yeah.
dad in the story. Foster dad.
Mr. Huberman.
Yes.
Who's your favorite one?
I have to go with the mom because she always just
Like
calls
Huberman or
Yeah.
the regular mom?
Rosa Huberman. But she just calls the Hans just
Yeah, she called him like pig. That's
a
funny.
pig all the time. It's my fun.
Alright.
She'll be like, "Oh yeah, you would, you pig." Like
Who's
after
the-
everything, she always calls him that.
Who keeps stealing books from?
It's her.
That's Liesel.
It's Liesel while her mom does cleaning at a German officer's house.
That's probably mine because she's taking that risk.
Yeah.
Is that it then?
You got a question?
Yeah. Any other last
Uh,
questions?
How does the narrator play a role in all of this? Because he says like somewhere at the beginning,
I think if you look up the
he's
narrator to be in like Google, I'm pretty sure it says the narrator's death. And
I'll
I'm
look
pretty
it
sure like the
up.
first page of actual words of the story, I'm pretty sure within the first paragraph
He was an
and
Australian
here's a small
writer.
fact, you are going to die. So I'm guessing that this person is just like kind of like replaying Liesel's
He's
life.
Australian German
it
writer.
tells him somewhere like, and like he saw.
He's
the
only
book
44.
thief. It said somewhere in here like that he saw the book thief somewhere. Like,
Liesel is the book thief.
well, yeah, but he said in there somewhere that he saw her stealing the book. Like he saw
Well,
her doing
it's-
that.
Also,
If you look up the Book Thief on your Chromebook,
the narrator doesn't have anything really to do with this.
this says the narrator's death, so I'm pretty sure that eventually she does get caught. And
But I'm not the narrator. The book writer, like the person who wrote the book, has
Author.
nothing. He doesn't have any story or anything reason to write this
Really?
book because he's 44.
well, I mean, he could have had ancestors. You said
He
he was
could.
Austrian and German. You said.
Australian German writer. I don't know.
Yeah, it was Australian. Yeah, you know what? He is 44.
He's 44.
Yeah, he might be Jewish, and I don't think the author would. Yeah, the author is not the narrator.
I'm about to say the author, sorry. But yeah.
But
And,
It's just kind of weird because the narrator, like, he introduces himself like he's going to be like a part of the story almost.
Yes.
Kind of
I think that was just kind of like a smart tactic for the guy that wrote the book, like get us like thinking about one thing and then hitting us with another thing.
Yeah.
So to like kind of like blindside us and make us want to read more.
Well, is that it?
I still have one more question.
One more question?
All right.
Why do you think Liesl got separated from her mother to begin with?
Back to like what we said, where she's probably too poor and she had like no other way to take care of him, and also might have been Nazis moving in to where they live and taking over.
But like the thing about it is, like at the beginning of the story when they're on the train and her little brother dies, maybe that's what it was. Maybe she hopped out of the train and grabbed the book and didn't get back on the train.
What do you mean?
Like when they were on the train
The
and her brother
gravedigger.
died, the gravediggers like took her brother.
And she snuck
Yeah.
off?
Yeah,
And
'cause
they
she took the
it
book.
in?
She
I'm
took
not
the
sure
book.
about
It was
that.
in the snow.
Yeah, but then how did she get with the?
Maybe they took her in. I don't know.
One of them called the shots. The other did what he was told. The question is, what if the other is a lot more than one?
I don't know.
This is a good point.
Mistakes, it's all I seem capable of at times. For 2 days, I went about my business. I traveled the globe, always handling souls to the conveyor belt of eternity. I watched them trundle passively on. Several times, I warned myself that I should keep a good distance from the burial of Liesl Memminger's brother. I did not heed my advice. From miles away as I approached, I could already see the small group of humans standing frigidly among the wasteland of snow. The cemetery welcomed me like a friend, and soon I was with them. I bowed my head.
I don't know. But we're out of time, to be honest.
So, yeah, I think she sat there and like stood there at her brother's grave, and then the train started moving. She just kind of stood there.
Yeah. Is that it?
But like the thing about Liesl is she still like misses her brother.
A lot,
She has
yes.
like nightmares about him. Like
All the time.
on page 36 says those first few months were definitely the hardest. Every night, Liesl would nightmare her brother's face, staring at the floor. She would wake up and swimming in her bed, screaming and drowning in the flood of sheets. On the other side of the room, the bed that was meant for her brother floated boat-like in the darkness. And see, like the author added a bit of personification there because he gave a non-living thing a people trait.
Yeah.
Is that all you guys got?
That's what I got.
All right.
Yeah.